In a significant legal development, a federal appeals court has intervened to prevent the Trump administration from terminating legal protections for approximately 600,000 Venezuelans residing in the United States. This ruling, issued by a three-judge panel from the 9th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals in California, upholds a previous decision by a lower court that granted temporary protected status, TPS, to these individuals while the legal proceedings continue. The court's decision is rooted in the belief that the plaintiffs have a strong case, arguing that the Department of Homeland Security, DHS, lacks the authority to revoke or alter a prior TPS extension. This conclusion is based on the interpretation of the statute established by Congress, which does not allow for such actions. The court emphasized that the TPS framework was intentionally designed to be stable and insulated from the fluctuations of political agendas, stating, "In enacting the TPS statute, Congress designed a system of temporary status that was predictable, dependable, and insulated from electoral politics." Earlier this year, U.S. District Judge Edward Chen from San Francisco ruled that the plaintiffs were likely to succeed in their argument that the administration had overstepped its bounds by attempting to end these protections, suggesting that racial bias may have influenced this decision. Although Judge Chen initially ordered a halt to the terminations, the Supreme Court reversed this decision without providing an explanation, a common practice in emergency appeals. The implications of this recent ruling remain uncertain, particularly for the estimated 350,000 Venezuelans whose TPS expired in April. Additionally, another group of 250,000 Venezuelans is facing an impending expiration of their protections on September 10th. The concept of temporary protected status was established by Congress as part of the Immigration Act of 1990. This provision allows the Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security to grant legal immigration status to individuals fleeing from countries experiencing civil unrest, environmental disasters, or other extraordinary conditions that make it unsafe for them to return home. In her justification for ending these protections, DHS Secretary Kristi Noem claimed that conditions in both Haiti and Venezuela had improved, arguing that it was not in the national interest to allow migrants from these nations to remain under a program intended for temporary relief. The reality is that millions of Venezuelans have been forced to flee their homeland due to severe political turmoil, rampant unemployment, and widespread hunger. The country is currently grappling with a deep-seated crisis fueled by years of hyperinflation, governmental corruption, economic mismanagement, and ineffective leadership. This situation raises important questions about the balance between national interests and humanitarian obligations. As we reflect on these developments, what are your thoughts? Do you believe the government should maintain protections for Venezuelans? Or do you agree with the administration's stance on the matter? Share your opinions in the comments below.